Hey, welcome everybody. This is week 9 of Word of the Week or character training. I used to do this when I was a high school football coach, and we would have a Word of the Week. This week, word is work ethic. We're in the middle of district football season. College, you're in the middle of conference season starting. And so it's the middle of the season. There's a lot going on. There's homecoming, there's different events, fall break's coming up. But we wanted to focus on how are we working, how hard the effort and intensity in which you're working. So I always used to tell them that is work ethic is your ability to work hard in all situations and all you do. Your ability in which you work hard. So work ethic is how you work hard. Working hard in all you do is an important thing, but using the term work ethic describes how you work hard, the frequency in which you work hard. Do you work hard all the time? Or is your work ethic short, where you only work hard short periods of time? There was a player I played with in college. He had 2 problems. One, in off season, in the early morning workouts, he showed up late, and the other one is he didn't work very hard. He had potential. So we did our off-season workouts in the indoor track around. There's a 200-meter track around. They took a chair, set it in the middle of the track. They were tired of this athlete coming in late all the time. So they stuck him in the middle of the track, and we ran 200-meter sprints for an hour while he sat there and watched. There were 3 groups, the linemen, the backs, and the receivers. And the whole time we're running these 200-meter runs, no one's very happy at all with this athlete. His work ethic was very poor. He had a lot of potential, and we're tired of him showing up late. Needless to say, his work ethic improved, and he turned out to be a starting free safety and a great player because he got the hint from everybody. He said, either you change or you get out of the way. Another athlete I played with in college had an incredible work ethic. His name is Reese Travis. Reese was a walk-on from Carl Albert High School, went to NEO out of high school, and then walked on at OU. He never became a starter in the offensive line, but he set the tempo every day in effort. He was in front of the lines. He and I were in front of the lines all the time. When we ran sprints, he was always the first guy, and I had to chase him all the time because I knew he just was faster than me. But I knew I could keep up with him. So without a guy like Reese on the team as an offensive line, he was we call it the bell cow that set the tempo, that set the effort. We knew like you're going to be up front. One day he was sick and he was gone, and then that was my job. But Reese was a guy that set the example of what was great work ethic. And now Reese has a great family, great home, successful businessman because of that work ethic, because of that drive to be successful. So, and here's for me as a coach, too many times when I was a coach, a young coach, I saw a player with a lot of potential with not great work ethic, and I would focus too much of my time and effort on that player with potential, trying to get them to be as good as they can be. But they wouldn't do it. They couldn't understand what it took, the time and effort to work to be successful. And I spent a lot of time focusing on those kind of athletes, not focusing on the athletes that had great work ethic, that were starters, that played a role. And I would say if I were to go back and do it again as a coach, I would praise highly the individuals, the athletes that had great work ethic. They're athletes that came every day with great attitude and great effort. I tried to do that, but I feel like I could do a better job of that. I feel like I could do that even more as a coach. So that's kind of one of my coaching regrets is I spent too much time with guys that had potential but didn't know how to work hard. And here's what a message I try to get across to my athletes, my players. Going hard when the lights come on doesn't make you special. There's guys like that are a dime a dozen. Guys that are talented, when it's game time, go to compete, they want to try hard, they're back up. I don't care how bad you want it when the lights come on. I care as a coach, I care how bad you want it every day at practice. Every day at practice, are you willing to work on the base fundamentals to improve? Even if you're not going to do that, if you're not going to give me good attitude and good effort, then you don't deserve to make it on the field. I mean, here's the thing. When my first year coaching at Coweta, we had a bunch of great linemen, great athletes, but we were facing against East Central. And Tulsa East Central was a team that was far superior than our team. But the work ethic of our team was greater than the work ethic of East Central's team. We won that game 24-0. The will to win of our team was incredible in that game. And they knew they were going to win. They believed they were going to win because they said we worked harder than they did. They had a better effort. All week in practice, they were prepared. They were mentally sharp. They wanted it so bad, so they went and won the game. Our team, the Coweta Tigers, won the game, beat the East Central Cardinals, a far superior team, just because we outworked them. In college athletics, very simple. Every year, coaches are going to sign in football, college Division I football. They're going to sign 20 to 25 athletes every single season. And they're going to be some of the best and talented in the country. And they sign them to take your job. If you're an upperclassman and you think you're going to start and play just strictly because of entitlement of where you are, then you're going to get benched in a hurry. Because the young, hungry athlete, you'll get more out of them than you will the guy that's been there, done that. Never rest on your laurels. Never be complacent. Never be satisfied with where you are. Be hungry for something more. And so the great athletes that came in and played early were the ones that were hungry, that played with a chip on their shoulder, that had something to prove. For me, my chip on my shoulder when I played was I was a walk-on, and I was always tagged as a walk-on. I'm either a current or former walk-on. And I have to prove my worth. And then young guys came in, they had different accolades coming out of high school, and they had to prove their worth. So they learned how to do that by working hard. Some guys were talented, didn't know how to work hard, and it took them a while. As a coach, you're a leader of an organization, you're a coach of a team. The question is how do you live out what good work ethic looks like? How do you live out good work ethic as a coach, on the staff, in preparation? Are you prepared for practice? Do you just do the same drills every day? It's important to have the same base fundamentals, but if you're not coaching every rep of every drill, in my opinion, you're not earning that paycheck. When I was coaching, I tried to coach every rep of every drill of every practice because my players deserved it. They needed my eye to see what they were doing so they could improve on the field. They needed that intensity that every rep mattered. If every rep matters in the game, then every rep should matter in practice. Game day is something different for everybody. But if your game day is something different, then you have to think that every rep of every practice matters. That's what we have to think of. So last thing for work ethic, in the weight room, when I was at OU, we had a statement up there that we tried to live by as a team. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Talent is something that you're born with. You're going to be a certain height, weight, and physical ability, strength and speed. But if you don't work hard to develop those God-given physical talents, then hard work will beat you. Someone not as athletic, someone not as talented, that works harder, that develops their skills, will beat you in the long run. How bad do you want to be successful? How hard are you willing to work? What are you willing to sacrifice? This is week 9, work ethic. I've got week 10 ready. Do we do week 10 and stop? Here's a question. You guys answer me. Watch this. How far are you willing to go with this? Because I've got more character traits we can go through. We can go through week 10, and then I can start a new series on something. So let me know in the comments. See you guys later.